Nice. Again.
Ooh.
BT, we're back.
Episode
61.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about.
We got stuff to talk about.
So, we did not golf yet, but we are planning on golfing this Friday.
We're gonna drop golf videos in the next 4.5 weeks.
There you go. And I golfed on Sunday, and I'm not going to say how I did, but it was fun, and a lot of trees were getting indented for sure.
I golfed today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Just a driving range, or you hit?
No, I hit the course.
Where'd you golf at?
Willowbrook.
And that's where we're going.
Yep.
What'd you shoot?
Actually, I'm not even being dumb. Like, I actually don't know. I didn't add it up. But I played, so I can do it in my head quick. I mean, 6, 4, so there's 10, 15, 17.
You remember all of your strokes?
Yeah. 17, I par that, so that's 22. Par 3, so that's 26. So 32. 37, and then I made a 41. Shot at 41.
Do golfers remember that? Like, do they remember exactly what they got on a certain hole? I feel like they do.
Yeah.
Like, what did you get at the 2016 PGA Tour on hole 6? Oh, I actually shot a par.
I don't know if they're like McVeigh like that, but
maybe they are, dude. There's got to be one golfer that's like that.
It's also way easier. I don't mean to put you in a hole here. You're in a hole with many people, but when you only take like 3 to 5 shots on a hole, it's really easy to remember all the shots. I wish I knew. It's like on spelling tests when you only had to remember, like, all right, spell the, spell at,
instead of like
spell they, spell them, and there was like those 4 words. Go ahead, spell those.
That's good.
That's what it's like.
Instead of spelling something crazy, like, I don't know,
onomatopoeia.
Schmiddix. Did you know that is pronounced Schmiddix and not Smithwicks?
Yeah. I work at a beer store.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Or onomatopoeia. Nice.
Onomatopoeia. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah, that's another one. But
I was always good at spelling tests. I always brought my grade up.
Yes, me too. I was always a good speller. In third grade, I always had 100 on spelling tests. There was one where I got a 98, and I missed one. And I said...
I feel like my spelling has fallen off since elementary school.
No, the spelling is still there for me.
I don't know because...
It's just formatting sentences. That's what I fuck up at.
All right, maybe it's that because we stopped doing that around the middle of middle school. And in high school... Whoa, that was an ASMR moment right there.
That was a good one.
Middle of high school, like right somewhere in there,
they just
expect you to know how to form a sentence. And let me tell you, the English language is way harder than any other language. Like, you got these kids... We're at a point in our society where it's okay for the middle schoolers and elementary school kids to make up words and make up our vocabulary now.
Yeah, I throw in high school too.
Like, why?
Why
do we allow that?
Is English one of the hardest languages to learn?
Yeah, and
I feel like to foreigners they say it is, but is it really? I don't know. I mean, obviously it's different for us, but
the base of English, yes. But the problem is we allow, just like I said, 10 to 18-year-olds to form our vocabulary for the next 5 years. Every single generation.
What did you guys take in high school / middle school language-wise? You took German.
I took German.
Did you take German too, guys? You took Spanish.
I stopped quick.
I found out that I found Spanish pretty easy, in my opinion.
Spanish was easy. That's why I didn't take it. I like to challenge myself.
For sure. I understand that. I had to because my grandma's Cuban. I'd like to speak to her in Spanish, so it's justifiable. No, German is sick though, but that language is tough.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yeah, no. Herr Norwood, no. Ugh. Mrs. Spates.
Ugh. Oh, Mrs. Spates wasn't bad actually.
Norwood. Nazi nips?
Yeah.
Nazi nips.
Things were like cannons shooting out of her dresses. That was crazy.
Cut diamonds.
And to think that was allowed in a middle school setting.
It was always the language teachers that were so strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to get into Mr. Worley because he passed away.
R.I.P. He did.
Forever in our thoughts. But
¿Cómo double tú? ¿Cómo double tú? R.I.P. You were a real one, but man, you freaked out a lot of people back in the day. I will say.
Oh man.
Am I wrong here? Yo, did you guys know that Mr. Huntsberger is teaching at Liberty? Well, you definitely know that.
All right, we got to get off this topic.
Okay, yeah, we're dropping the subject. We're dropping the subject.
It's gonna get bad quick.
Yeah, it's getting bad. All right, well,
like,
shout out to the languages.
We can
y'all are amazing. Shout out to Spanish. Shout out to German. Shout out to French.
I do want to say I took Spanish at Westchester. It was not the year we lived together, but the next year with Adam. And I walked in the first day. It was beginner Spanish. I didn't hear a lick of English the first day.
There you go.
She gave us homework, and I didn't know. I showed up to the next class with nothing. And all these kids have these, like, one-page essays. And I walked in, I'm like, oh, what's that? Did I come late? Like, no.
Put out your
This
baño,
lady
por
said, blah,
favor.
blah, 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 and all of a sudden, we were supposed to have homework. Like, what?
Puedo ir al baño, por favor.
That was ridiculous. I'm, like, looking over at people's computers to see if I'm doing everything right.
I hate that feeling.
Oh,
especially
man.
when you're late and you're, like, looking over and you want to be that asshole, like, yo, like, what are we doing here? Like,
I passed that class with a C+.
Hey,
I think
C's get degrees, kid.
No, I know, but it's not a good C. I think she gave it to me knowing that it's just like, let's just get this kid out of here. Because my final exam, you had to write a paragraph. So 6 sentences, she said. I wrote the same sentence with different pronouns or adjectives, but just the same thing over and over again. So instead of a soccer ball, I said a football. Instead of a football, I said a baseball. I just switched the name at the front.
Jugo de naranja, orange juice?
Just kept on going. Yeah, different foods, everything. So 6 sentences, all the same. And I think she read it. It probably gave her a little giggle. And then she was like, I'm going to give this kid a B. Let's get him out of here.
So he's a soccer player. Let's make sure he passes.
I don't even know if she knew that.
Now,
it was out of season.
If you had to add one language to the curriculum, because usually it's Spanish, French, and German. If you had to add one more language or maybe substitute one, what would it be? I feel like you have to keep those 3. British. I love it. What in
Come on, mate.
That would
you
be
gotta like add the accent and everything.
In the Beatles.
Top in the morning.
Top morning.
Arsenal.
It's a good lead by, but I will say, hold on. If I did have to add one language.
No, I'll do
it. Would either be Italian or Portuguese.
I was gonna say Portuguese.
I would say those are 2 solid entry points into a curriculum for school.
I feel like Portuguese is better than Spanish.
It is essentially Spanish, so maybe that's not a good one. But also Italian is kind of another dialect of Spanish, so they're all kind of mixed.
I'm just thinking like Spanish, you can go to Spain. And, like, yeah, if you speak Spanish, they're obviously going to know what you're
Greek?
saying.
I think Greek would be a good one.
Yeah, but no one wants to know Greek. They're trying to kill the whole currency system over there because they're a bunch of I'm not going to hate on my own culture.
Here you go, Ponyo.
Yeah, Ponyo. Cheers, mate. I don't know why I looked at that.
Cheers, mate.
But, like, if you go to Spain, you speak Portuguese, they're going to know what you're saying. If you go to Portugal, I've heard that if you speak Spanish, and I could be completely wrong, but they just won't talk to you.
Well, I think they understand a little bit. Like, once they hear it, they know that you're speaking Portuguese. Yeah. But, like, I think they can still understand and just pick out little things.
Rivals.
They are rivals, that's for sure. Yeah, I didn't know Busquets was playing at Inter Miami, by the way.
Ooh, let's get into that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Fun fact, they're getting Suarez, too.
Is that? Because I've seen that
around, Suarez, Messi, Busquets, Jordi Alba.
And that's exactly why you said they were Barcelona B.
Yes.
The Barcelona B team.
And what's crazy is, do you remember a guy named Josef Martinez from Atlanta United? The one that scored all those goals. He was leading scorer. He won the cup with them. You might not know that.
Nope.
So he's on Inter Miami as well.
Did you see the stands when he hit that free kick? Well, obviously when he was just playing there, they were sold out. They had to be.
He's been there for 1 week and he's captain.
That free kick was
captain.
Magic.
Oh, I mean that
brought tears to David Beckham's eyes.
That's a legend in the making. Legend in the making. He's
solidified GOAT status there?
Yes, they're in last place right now. They're in last place right now.
I mean,
I guarantee that this team makes the playoffs because everyone's focused on Messi, but the real player in this team is Busquets. No one will be able to stop or get the ball off of him. He will make any pass, and then Messi just has to get into an area, and Busquets will get him the ball, which is phenomenal. Busquets is the best player. Messi gets the ball, and we'll just keep on making goals.
Terrible FIFA card, though. Yeah, if you had Sergio Busquets on your FIFA team, you were shit.
Yeah. But in real life, Busquets, magic.
Yeah, probably.
And then if you give him a front three of Josep Martinez, Lionel Messi, and Luis Suarez,
how do they not win that? I don't know how they don't win.
They're going to get in. They're going to sneak into the playoffs, and then they're going to win the whole thing because no one will be. They might not lose a game the rest of the season.
That might be even Miami. That might be the fourth sport right now.
Yeah, that's the top sport in Miami.
It might surpass all of them.
Miami, that will be your top sport because if you think of the culture there,
no,
it'll pass. Football is going to be tough to pass.
Football will be tough to pass.
Football is king, but with Messi being in Miami, Miami might become a soccer town.
I will right now. I will throw them over the Florida Panthers, even though they just made the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
I just think, again, like the way Miami is, I just feel like it's just going to move up the rankings. The Marlins, I think they could surpass the Marlins too.
Well, I think they already have.
Maybe. Maybe because they're doing well this year. I don't think so.
Net
but
worth, they're past the Marlins. For sure.
Yeah, you know what? You got a good point. So we'll put them second. Miami Heat.
Bro,
it's close.
You got to think, like, Messi is bigger than some of our sports.
I know that.
Messi is bigger than the MLB. He's bigger than possibly the NBA.
That is true, but I feel like you also have to think about just the American sports in general. Like, obviously, soccer isn't the biggest American sport. We know that, and I know that Messi has that. He has that legendary status. I'm not saying it's the worst sport, not at all, because he just put it on a different level. So I'm just ranking it between the Florida sports teams right now. Obviously, I think the Dolphins have to be one, but it's still close. So they're over the Panthers. They're definitely over the Marlins. They're hovering in the top three. They can even surpass all of them.
My biggest argument for soccer in Miami being the second biggest sport is that when you look around our nation at the moment, when I go to like these camps and like I train a kid here, or I'm at a park, like whenever I'm anywhere where it's like, oh, there's a camp going on over there, or it's a pool over there, and kids are like, these kids have Messi jerseys and Messi shirts.
Dude, even like
they're wearing Messi's clothing. They're not going out and getting Marlins. I don't even know who's on the Marlins right now. That
Luis Arias.
Yeah, him. They're not wearing his jersey.
That's a good point.
They're not wearing a Tua jersey.
That's a good point.
They're wearing a Messi jersey. Like, it's I just feel like right now, if you look at, and I know it's easy to say like, oh well, look at his falling, like it's Messi, like obviously, but Messi might at the end of the season be the biggest athlete in our nation.
I agree with that.
Everyone in the NBA, everyone in the NFL, he very well could be. If he actually wins the league, after being in last place halfway through, if he wins the league, he could be the biggest athlete in our nation.
Do you think the MLS will ever escape where like players are kind of exiting their prime, but they're still there and can still compete at a high level? Like, do you think that it will? Because obviously La Liga and the Barclays and the Premier, like those are your elite leagues, and then you have League One and then the Italian League One or whatever.
They actually just got bumped down below the Portuguese league.
Who did?
In standings, Ligue 1.
Really?
Yep.
Like
Farmers League.
You don't think the MLS will ever surpass any of that just because because it's kind of like
you can't surpass the highest level of the sport. I mean, Americans will always send their best players over to play. Like, if you get a chance to play in the Champions League, like, you got to take it.
Yeah,
like
that is true.
There's people who have played professional soccer, have played minimal professional soccer, but got, like, in their youth days, a game in Champions League with whoever they were with. And that will be the biggest moment of their career.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see, because I feel like now, even like the World Cup, like, remember we were, it was at Steel Stacks, like years back, we were all there. And I feel like where Ronaldo destroyed us, like, I feel like that was a time where like the MLS was really starting to come up. But I feel like Zlatan going there, Pirlo, another guy, like I feel like now it's like starting to increase, and obviously with Messi,
we just got the GOAT. We just got the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean that's a big addition. Yeah. Like maybe there will be some people who are like maybe the American League has a chance to be something that's even equivalent to the Barclays, but that's a bold statement.
I think that we're going to see a lot of this where you will always have the unions in some of these teams that develop through their academies. But we're going to start seeing a lot of teams do what Inter Miami did, where they're buying. So in the MLS, you can only have a certain amount of foreign players.
Like I didn't know that.
So non-American players, you can only have a certain amount. Now, teams can buy these roster spots from other teams. So Inter Miami is going to be able to sign Suarez because they just went out and bought San Jose's one roster spot that they weren't using for $150,000, something like that. So they went out, bought that roster spot, just a roster spot, no players.
But like the
bought
roster spot has to be designated as
so
a
it's a designated
player.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So now they can go get Suarez and have him on the team legally. But like they wouldn't have been able to do that before that. So
if they didn't
that's a little thing in the MLS that a lot of I shouldn't even say a lot of that no other leagues have. These little intricacies that no one else wants. Like, but also if we get promotion relegation, it's going to take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, well, they don't have that MLS. I mean, I don't think they should anyways. There's only so many teams, no?
Dude, there's too many.
Really?
There's too many. They're getting to a point where they're going to need it. There's too many.
But you know what? I think that would make the MLS more interesting, though. Like I feel like that
relegation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want it.
Yeah, I think that would be good
awesome
for MLS.
The biggest problem is you got a bunch of new teams, and you need them all to play multiple seasons so that these billionaires who just paid billions of dollars for their teams aren't pissed when they get relegated. You need them to like almost make some of their money back and then be like, oh, yeah, we're going to do promotion relegation. They can't be like, oh, no, I lost billions, because at least they made some of it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just frustrating because MLS could be so much better.
For sure. I mean, I feel like soccer, we watched that Netflix documentary. It's just a tough sport because there's just so much behind the scenes action.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, what was I going to say? Do you see yourself watching a lot more MLS now just because of Inter Miami?
If they make it free.
But like you don't even pay attention to the other teams though, like the Sounders.
I've said it before. Like I only watch the games when I know people are playing.
Okay.
Like when I know some guys, like I'll watch Chris Donovan play because we grew up playing together. I'll watch Kevin O'Toole play because we grew up playing together. Like I'll watch some of these guys play. I'll watch some of the Red Bulls games because I was at Red Bulls and I know some of the guys that are playing now. But like, I'm not gonna turn on a random game where none of my friends are playing.
Just to watch.
I'm not going to do that. It doesn't have that pool for me. But now I might buy it because Inter Miami's going to have that pool.
Yeah. It's going to – this is
not even have to buy it.
This is huge for MLS, so it's a good thing. Shout out to Messi. Shout out to Busquets. Actually, no, fuck Busquets. Shout out to Messi. Shout out to Suarez. Welcome Luis Suarez.
Welcome to America.
Is he going to bite someone's ear off?
Oh, that'd be so funny.
He picked Chiellini. I don't fuck with that. Chiellini's my homie.
So funny.
Best FIFA card in the game.
I hope he does.
I hope he doesn't. But I'd want him to bite someone and see what happens. Now, you recently just went. Where was it? Was that in Philly?
It was in Philly.
Okay, so you saw Chelsea.
No. I saw Brighton versus Fulham. Was the first game that I saw Newcastle versus Aston Villa.
Yeah.
That game was
Emil Heskey was not on the team, correct?
No, sadly, no. That game was sick. I'm not going to lie. Newcastle, Champions League team. They're going to get bounced in their group stage. Heard it here first. But fun part of the game was listening to all these people talk about like all their soccer knowledge that they knew. Bro, clueless. They just don't understand. They're getting mad when guys aren't dribbling into like 4 defenders and they're like, why is you not going forward? Like, well, let's take a picture here. Let's remove everyone from the field. There's 4 defenders there in the box. Now, if a running back was running into that gap, you would be like, why are you running there? Why are you not bouncing it outside? So, like, let's not be stupid about this and Americanize what is not to be Americanized.
That is, like, such a pet peeve in just sports in general, when it's just, like, a random sport and, like, people are just – they're not too knowledgeable. Let's – for soccer, an example.
Yeah.
And they're like, exactly, why are you not dribbling it, like, in the middle trying to get a shot at 18? It's like, dude, what do you mean? Like, it's a game of passing and, strategy and schematics, like, runs, like – there's so much more to it than that. Big switches, like, I don't know. Like, shit.
Yeah. I just don't want to.
You don't want it to be Americanized.
It's one thing to ask a question. It's another to like be mad at them for not doing something. You're just completely wrong. Like the one person was like talking about the Fulham center backs, and he goes, "Oh yeah, but they got Tim Ream back there, so they're fine today." Tim Ream wasn't even playing.
He's a bronze card.
I watched him on the bench. I watched him walk to the bench. I have a video of him walking to the bench in street clothes.
Should have showed him that. Be like, dude, he's not even behind
me. Like moments later, he goes, "Oh yeah, look at that. There's Tim Ream right there." I'm sorry, but Tim Ream's white with a blonde ponytail. Diop is not white. Let me pull up a picture of him.
I feel like I know who you're talking about too. Francis Diop? No, that's definitely wrong.
Issa
Is he
Diop.
from like Senegal or some shit?
This is Issa Diop.
He said that was him.
This dude told me this is Tim Ream on the field. I'm sorry, but let's look up Tim Ream now.
Isn't that frustrating though, going to games and just hearing bullshit like that? Like, how do you control yourself?
Bro, it is so shocking. So, you can take your pick at which one's Tim Ream. It doesn't really matter because it's not Issa Diop. Like,
I could see resemblance.
just a wild comment from the guy. Wild comment. So that was my scream. Oh, also shout out to the lady screaming, "Come on, Newcastle!" from the upper deck, screeching for all 45 minutes of the second half. I hope you're doing okay because I know you woke up today feeling like you got strep throat.
Oh man,
She left her everything on the table for that game. They tied 3-3.
Where would you rank soccer fans in comparison to just like American sports fans, like football fans, basketball fans? Like, because soccer fans are nuts. Like, you can't even exclude like European basketball fans too. Like, those guys are.
Well, those are the same people.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
EuroLeague basketball fans and soccer fans are just the same people.
I feel like soccer fans are the craziest, honestly. Like, I feel like they surpass everybody with all the things that they do, the chants, and the flares that they're throwing and stuff. Dude, that is incredible.
I know that
and they can't stop it.
Yeah, I know MLB fans and NBA fans will be like, "Oh no, we're the closest to." Like,
oh no,
we're great. No. Soccer fans are the closest thing to NFL fans in this country that we got.
There's different aspects. Like baseball fans, those might be like the biggest diehard fans that like care the most.
Yeah,
but like when it comes to like wildness of fans, anymore. That's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to wildness of fans and like passionate fans,
it's NFL.
Dudes, I was thinking soccer. I was thinking soccer.
Oh no, I was saying NFL and soccer are just like the same groups now. Like for the diehard of diehard, like those are just the same groups.
I mean, like, you can even see it in the World Cup, dude. Like, when they have those camera views of, like, the fans just chanting and cheering and jumping, it's incredible, dude. They're just so passionate. And, like, remember when Brazil got mollywopped by freaking Germany?
Yeah, crying.
Like, crying, dude. Like, kids were crying. Yeah. Old men were crying.
You know
women were crying. Like,
I take it back.
That's passion I've ever
soccer
seen.
Is far, far more passionate than NFL. Like, all right,
NFL's close, but soccer surpasses it.
Yeah, but
college football's up there too.
Let's go with college football with soccer because NFL, they don't cry when they lose, but they cry when a dude sings the national anthem with a guitar. Like Nick Sirianni, come on, man. You didn't cry after you lost. Do you even care? Do you even care?
We need to get into that because I was bored one day when I was driving home and I was looking up like the top Super Bowl like national anthems of all time.
Oh, I mean, it was
that one
good.
is
that one might be number one.
That's like easy top three.
Yeah.
That might be like my number one.
That's top three and it ain't 2 or 3.
That was a fantastic one for sure. Yeah. So,
but
yeah, Sirianni was crying. That's how you knew it was over.
Yeah, fucking loser.
Cowboys fans.
Well, do we want to get now that we're into football? Let's get into our list.
Do you have any other soccer points that we may have missed on?
Oh, I mean, Mbappe got offered.
Oh yeah, wait, we gotta talk about that real quick.
All right, so let's just talk about the breakdown and everything that we could buy with this money. So Mbappe, 24-year-old French kid, PSG forward, was offered a deal. So it'd be $332 million fee paid to PSG. $776 million wages for the season. So that's just above $1 billion. It's $1.1 billion for the whole deal combined. So he makes $776 million a season, $64.6 million a month, $14.7 million a week. Every Saturday, this man's making almost $15 million, $2.1 million a day.
And my second.
$24.
He is making $24 a second.
He's making
2. He just made more than I made in 2 hours at work today. I find that insane. Insane. 24. How much has he made ever since I said 1, 2? He's probably made almost $200.
Mike, he's made more than you will make in the next.
All of us. Don't include me. All of us. Don't make me the scapegoat.
Actually, that's a better thing. He'll make more than us 3 will make this month. In the hour it takes us to record the show.
Like, Okay, now we talked about this before the show. Number one, that is an absurd contract.
He'll make more. He's gonna make more money in a day than we'll see in our lifetime.
It's so frustrating. A day, dude. He can go to bed and he'll be set for the rest of his life. Like, okay, now we were talking about this before. So apparently he's not going to accept that deal.
Supposedly, but he's a moron.
Supposedly he wants to go to Real Madrid,
which I understand because he has not won any trophies outside of France.
He needs to get out of PSG.
Yeah, he should just go. So Barca is talking about offering like several players for him because they can't afford him. They're in financial trouble. Real Madrid want to buy him, but who knows?
I mean, like, what if you like? That's just an offer you can't refuse. I'm sorry, like. At that point, you are set for dude, and it's a 1-year deal. You can go to Real next year.
Well, I don't know if it's a 1-year deal, but that would be what it would be for the next season. So I'm sure they would restructure it.
Dude, you play there for a year.
Yeah.
Now you're just playing soccer. I mean, you're playing soccer for fun anyways, but get that money and then just go to Real.
No, we talked about this earlier. Like, I would retire. I wouldn't even go to another team. I would just retire. Why risk being sore and injured and hurt? Just retire. He's already made billions of dollars. Go collect a massive bag that will secure not just your life, your family's life for the next maybe 10 years if they do it properly, and never see a single person you don't want to see again.
Yeah, and this is a thing though, like for me, oh yeah, I'm doing it. But like I feel like these players, especially Kylian Mbappe, like he wants to win.
Yeah.
And it's still, even if you want to win, you take that deal, bro. Like I don't think you even hesitate because it's a 1-year deal. Yeah. I mean, what is he? 24?
He's 24.
24
he's
years old.
He's not even in
bro.
his prime.
Not even close.
So
that's like sign me up right away. Like,
one thing that I will stand up for him if he says no to this is it's Mbappe. If he continues to do what he's doing, and that's a big if, injuries happen, bad form happens. If he goes and fulfills his dream at Real Madrid
and wins,
crushes it for, let's say, 3-4 years, 28, 29, this deal is still going to be there. Maybe $200 million less, but all right, you're making $500 million a season. You're still making, what would that be? $18 a second. Oh, big whoop! Like, dude. That's a good point, though. I mean, like, if he does deny it, I see like his thought process. Like, he can always go and do that.
Like, realistically, how much can you live off of in your whole life? Like, what is the minimum that you need to never work again and just to live off?
What would the minimum be for you?
I mean, I would maybe like 1.5, maybe 2.
1.5 million
to 2 million
to never move again. Just
to never like work again and just
relax for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I think that would be a fair amount. Is that too low?
No, I'm trying to figure out if it's too high. Like, what would the
you got to think about.
No, I'm fine because that's your minimum. Like, I would be up there too,
for sure.
But I'm trying to figure out what the minimum would be for us to not have to do anything again.
Minimum, now it depends if you want to have kids and how many kids you want to have, where you want to live.
Okay, let's say
what kind of car you want to have.
Let's say 2 kids, normal. You try to live a normal life, right? So you get a good car, you get a nice house. You don't go like super mansion.
2 million.
You get okay.
2 million.
2 million.
Yeah, that's it. And if you play your cards right, I'm not saying this is excluding buying hookers and strippers and a lot of other stuff. That's what I'm saying. But if you play your cards right and you invest it and you buy assets and real estate and all that,
bro, we got to keep.
You can make a lot of, and you can like start a business where you are just earning passive income. Then I think 2 mil is suitable in my opinion. Maybe it's too low, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, for sure.
2 mil. That's 20 years of a $100K a year job.
No, but see, now we're going against it though because now you're saying you have to work.
Well,
no, you don't work. You go to your house on the beach and you don't do anything.
So not even maybe I'm thinking too technical.
You maybe go play some golf.
So not have any assets, not have any funds or anything. You're just saying just to live that's it.
You can have stuff in the market. You could throw a
that's what I was saying.
You could throw a friendly wager. Well, no, you said you're going to start a business.
Okay,
No,
maybe
we're not. We don't want
okay,
stress,
okay,
Mike.
Okay, not
We're
start a
trying to
business,
relax.
but real estate, all that. Then yeah, around there. That's all I would need.
All right.
I think that's a fair price. I mean, obviously, the more
Personally,
the
I
merrier.
would mean like 10 mil because I'm going to become a member at Augusta.
Again,
I'm
we
gonna
said a
become-
normal life, Mullen. We said a normal, boring life. If you want me to live on the edge, oh yeah, I'm going to increase that by a lot. But a normal life.
Well, once
will
you
go
get up
around
there, it is a normal life, Mike. No.
Yeah, then after that, it's over.
You got to get your PJ. No.
$24 an hour, or a second. A second, $24 a second if you accept that. Oh my God,
It's wild. Good for him.
So
Well, let's
now,
get into
what do you
NFL.
think he's gonna do? You think he's gonna accept it or no? You don't think he's gonna accept it?
I have this feeling he's not going to accept it.
Well, he knows better than I do. He's got an agent. I don't.
I think he's dumb if he doesn't. One season.
There you go. I agree.
I think he's dumb if he doesn't, but he's not going to.
Deal. Well, now good segment there. I like the soccer talk. Kylian Mbappe, what a guy. Wait, one more question. Is Neymar still on PSG?
Yeah.
Is he gonna stay?
I don't know.
I feel like why would he? Money. I feel like Neymar just does not want to win anymore. I think he's like past that.
No, I think he's right in there. I think
You think he's still in that?
He should go to like Man U or something.
Yeah, I don't
Come
know.
to the Prem.
Yeah, what's the obsession with PSG though? Like, I just.
Well, I mean, they had Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the league in general.
There's
like,
lots of Brazilians on PSG.
But there's not that many like elite teams in that league though. It's
Free
just like
trophies.
that. I mean, yeah, I guess, but you're playing shit fucking competition
Oh, wait. That's what I was going to tell you guys. A fun fact.
like Marseille and
yeah, no,
all the others.
no, there's
Monaco.
like 3 teams. Yeah,
Yeah,
Monaco.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it's said. So, fun fact of the day. I have more professional trophies than Harry Kane, I think.
Well, not when he comes to the NFL and starts kicking for the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Oh, yeah, because Baker's going to take them to the promised land. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what
But-
I want to happen next. I want soccer players to be like, you know what? Instead of me running all the time, why don't I just put on some pads and just kick balls? Like, that's it. I mean, you're kicking balls to begin with, but now you could just kick it into a
I
certain
proved it.
area. And exactly. Like, I want to see
easy.
soccer players. Don't go to the MLS. Come to the NFL. Come on, baby. That'd be sick. That will happen very soon. I'm calling it now. It's going to happen within the next 2 years. There will be a soccer player from the Premier, from La Liga, that's going to come to the NFL and is just going to rack up money.
Let's bookmark that.
2 years. 2 years. Okay. Football,
All right,
football,
football,
football, football,
NFL.
football. American football.
Are you ready
Not
for some
football,
football?
American football.
Broncos DN Ioma Uwazurike has been suspended indefinitely for violating the NFL's gambling policy. Out for the full season. Nice. They got another one.
They got another one. Naheem Hines.
Dead.
Did you hear how that happened?
Yeah, sitting on a jet ski or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Out for the season.
You're telling me that wasn't an inside job?
Definitely an inside job.
Yeah. All right. Let's get on to this.
Okay, so last week we talked about briefly Colin Cowherd's top 10 quarterbacks. So what we did instead, I don't know if Cowherd was marking it as of right now or as of going into 2023 season. So what we decided to do, because I did one as top 10 quarterbacks right now at this moment, and then I did another list of top 10 quarterbacks heading into the season. So all three of us did it. We can either just go one by one and then talk about it, and then we can maybe do the same for each
Why don't
of
we
us.
all give our top 3 and then we can discuss the top 3. And
Okay, that's
so
fine.
what are we doing exactly?
So now we're talking about the top 10 quarterbacks heading into the season.
Into the season. Got
And
it.
how we want these quarterbacks, this list,
Yep.
to be the exact top 10 at the end of the season.
All right. Yep. Let's do this.
Okay, so I hope that clarifies.
Wait. So the list that we're giving right now is the one we want it at the end of the season.
Well, it's the same thing essentially. It's like
It's your top 10 quarterbacks at the end of the 2023 season.
so that's
okay,
what we
so
want.
it's essentially the
so
same
we want to give just to clarify, we talked about this before the show,
It
and
was
we
short.
thought we had it down, but clearly we did not. So real quick.
okay, what?
No, wait. I have another question.
Go.
So you want me to give my list of after week 18?
Yes.
Got it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
well,
in.
my list
I'm
is the
in.
same anyway, so.
Got it.
All
Let's
right,
do this.
So
After this season, who's the best?
Got it.
Okay, well, we're going to start with top 3.
Yeah.
Okay, easy. Mahomes 1, Burrow 2, Hurts 3.
Yes.
Bearing any injury.
Yes.
I think that's an easy top 3.
Yes.
You can read mine.
Gas.
What do you do? What do you do?
So Gas has Pat Mahomes 1, Joe Burrow 2, number 3.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Rodgers.
Justin Herbert.
Ooh.
I like it.
I don't like that
it.
because Kellen Moore is his OC.
And I think that's why I like it, because Kellen Moore is his OC.
I think that offense will be better than last year, and I also think they got Quentin Johnson. They got fucking
Keenan Allen, Mike
Keenan
Williams,
back.
Austin Eckler.
I think they're locked and loaded. He's ready to have a 5,000-yard season.
I think Rashawn Slater back there too, and if he could just get some protection, I agree, and I think Kellen Moore is going to unlock him for sure. He's not up. I mean, he's there. He's top 5 for me, but I like that take because he did have a down year last year. I think he easily comes back.
You know what? I take back what I said because this is about the quarterbacks, not the teams. Yeah, I agree. Kellen Moore does wonders with quarterbacks, figures out how to get the most points, the most production out of them. But does he screw over the defense? Yes, he does. All right. I agree with that. I like that one, actually.
Yeah,
that was a smart pick.
That was bold. So now I say we just go. Gassy, I'll actually read yours off first. We'll go through, and then we'll discuss what we think of the rest. So the rest, 4 to 10.
Okay.
We'll see what we got. All right. So number 4, we got Rodgers. Number 5, we have Jalen Hurts. Number 6, we have Lamar. Number 7, we have Tua. Number 8, we have Deshaun Watson. Number 9, we have Trevor. Number 10, we have Dak.
All right.
And if you want to see here
So-
for reference.
And notice Josh Allen is not on there.
Josh Allen is
Josh
not
Allen
on that
there.
list.
Interesting.
So go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off
No,
there, but
you're
I actually don't have Allen on mine either for the end of the season. Just something about this Bills team seems off.
They're going to collapse.
I told you guys.
seems
They're
off.
done. They're done. Tua at 7. I don't.
Am I
hate,
looking at this list?
No, this is Gassie's right here.
Yeah, I know. Is this your list?
That one's mine. Leave this one alone.
Okay.
So-
So many lists.
I know. Yeah, I messed that one
No,
up.
you can keep it. It's all right.
Just for
That's
referencing.
not doing anything.
I know. So Tua at 7 is interesting. Deshaun is a sleeper.
I had that too.
Yeah, Deshaun is a sleeper. I mean, if there is one year where he is going to break out, I think it's this year. I think you got Trev too low. I think he's past Deshaun. I think he's past Tua easy. I mean, Tua, again, has probably the best wide receiver tandem in the league. But what I seen from Trevor last year, and I'm not even knocking on Tua. I mean, again, it's just him bearing injury. Like, I know he's going to be there, but he's shown that he's accurate and that he can hit his receivers, and they could just run away with the ball. Like, simple. And obviously that's going to really boost up his numbers. I mean, that offense is definitely meant for him. So I think top 10 is definitely reasonable for sure. 100%.
And my number 11, it was going to be between Dak and Justin Fields. I think they're interchangeable for the 10 spot. If Fields actually becomes a decent NFL passer, he'll be on there.
Mm-hmm. Now I forgot him, and now I want to mix it up.
What do you mean? Fields is right there.
No, Tua, because
No, you can't fix it now, Mike.
all right, well, he's my honorable mention then.
You should have thought about that before you kicked him off the boat.
Sorry, Tua. Sorry, Carlo. All right, well, since we're looking at mine, we'll go through mine. So my 4 to 10, so Mahomes, Burrow, Hurts, those are my top 3. 4, I have Rodgers, just because, obviously, the team. I got Herbert at 5, just because of the same reasons. I got T-Law at 6. Again, I'm very high on Trevor. Lamar at 7, I think he comes back. I mean, if he's not injured, he's Lamar. 8, I got Josh Allen. Like, I feel like still, even though he's a great quarterback, I feel like I got to throw him in there. Even though I think they're taking it downwards, like they're declining, I'm still going to throw him in there. 9, I got Fields. Like, again, he's another quarterback that can step up. And then 10, I got Goff, just because of the systems he's in. Tua is interchangeable between 8 through 10. Like, I just forgot him. So, Miami fans, if you're hearing this, Tua is in that mix as well.
But he was not good enough to make the official list.
He's an honorable mention right now, but he can definitely be top 10. So no hate towards Tua. I hope he stays healthy. I hope he stays healthy because it hurts seeing. I mean, it's great, but it's also like, damn, like Miami's been in the same position as the Jets. Like low key, they've been in the same position. They've just been better, but like they've always had quarterback traumas as well. You know this. So I'm hoping he stays healthy because I want to see a good Miami team play as well. Those are my top 10.
Should I read mine?
Yep.
All right, so I had the same top 3, obviously. Then I had Lamar, Rodgers. I just feel like so those two, I was kind of in a toss-up because Rodgers has that potential, like obviously MVP candidate every year, and I'm just worried about it's the Jets, so you never really know. No offense, guys.
No,
you never really know. And then Lamar, I just have this feeling
time.
that Lamar's going to come out and be fantastic, and he easily, I think, could move up into the top 3, depending on how that season goes. So yeah, I go Lamar, Rodgers. Then I have Tua. Then I have Lawrence, Air Bear, Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott.
Who's Air Bear?
No, Herbert.
Oh.
I call him Air Bear.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I know you said that last time. I was like, the fuck is that?
Yeah. And then I have Watson at 10. So I also have a substitute I would like to talk about. If Rodgers is to go down,
Zach
Wilson has reportedly looked like a different quarterback since Rodgers has arrived. Wilson is reportedly playing with a different confidence than he's had in previous seasons. Robert Saleh has reportedly been impressed with Wilson's improved ability at stepping up in the pocket. Saleh has also been wowed with some of Wilson's red zone throws.
Enough.
It may be a new era.
That's enough.
For the Jets' second overall pick.
Second backup quarterback.
If Rodgers is to go down with COVID toe again,
the season's
Zach
over.
Wilson
It's over.
Can step in there and automatically be in my top 6.
It's over, bro. He's done, dude. He's done.
It is time
no
for the
way.
Jets fans and the Jets in New York media to stop giving crap to these young quarterbacks.
Are you serious? Please tell me you're lying.
Would you say this to your 20-year-old son? Oh, you suck. You're terrible. Why can't you make a throw?
I'm not his dad.
Well, that's what.
I'm not his dad.
Why don't you nurture him?
Because he sucks.
Everything you guys have done to every quarterback in the Jets' history has been this, and how has it turned out? Terrible.
Exactly. So
Absolutely
why would it not continue?
Terrible.
Why would it not continue?
Let the kid play. Anytime,
Yeah,
anywhere.
we did that last year.
Anytime, anywhere.
We did that
Written
last
on
year.
his
We
forehead.
missed the playoffs.
It's happening this year or the next year or the next year after that, depending on when Rodgers retires. Because once he retires, you guys are going to be screwed unless Zach Wilson's good.
He's not good.
All right, so that's my top 10.
Wow. Okay, well, Zach Wilson's not in it, so that's
No.
good.
He's a substitute.
Jesus. I think people are sleeping on Jared Goff. I'm sorry. I know that's such like a basic pick.
Oh, do you want me? So I had Josh Allen, Goff, and Cousins right outside. They're like that group that's outside that forgot to bring girls to the party. Weren't allowed in. Yeah.
They brought the beer, but they brought no women.
Yeah.
And they brought like maybe like a 12-pack of like Coronitas, and then they called it a day.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the list.
I was surprised you didn't touch on Russell Wilson.
It was right off the noggin, but I mean, listen, Russ can make a case too. I mean, if I had to have like maybe 15, Russ is definitely up there.
Yeah.
Again, Tua is another guy that's breaking like top 10, or probably is top 10.
Mm-hmm.
I think Russ is next. I think Deshaun is up there too. Besides that, I mean, I don't know if I would throw a rookie in there. Kirk and Derek Carr. Danny Dimes is another guy. I mean, depending on what Saquon, but
I'm trying to think if there's a rookie that would even scratch it this year, because I'm looking at the Texans. Yeah, they might be decent or better than last year, but I don't think CJ's going to be like, whoa, like this guy's a top 10 quarterback in the league.
I mean, no, I don't think anyone.
Bryce Young won't be, and I think those show the best chance. Anthony Richardson, I mean, on the Colts, maybe. Just because
they're just not strong enough.
No,
dude.
just because of the division he's in, maybe he can show off a little bit, and people will be like, "Oh, maybe this." But he's not going to be a top 10.
No.
You got Will Levis, might not even play.
No.
If the Rams,
Stetson
Bennett,
I don't. Stetson Bennett. Yeah,
Cooper Kupp, because Cooper Kupp is going to be.
Cooper
better.
Kupp, yeah,
he's
going
to be better than last year. The injury kind of screwed his season.
That's true.
If you're looking at fantasy, Cooper Kupp, don't sleep.
Don't sleep on. No, I agree actually, because I was doing some mocks and I had like the 5th or 6th pick overall.
Yeah.
You want to start out. I mean, I don't want to. Whatever. You want to start out, just draft a receiver right away, and like if Cooper Kupp is sitting there at 5 or 6, you take him.
If you are not taking Jamar Chase and Jefferson back-to-back 1-2 in your league, I mean, your league is built with morons.
Now, this is
sorry. I didn't want to go into this. We're talking about quarterbacks.
No, you're good. I have a question on this. We can get into this if you want, but if there's one person that I've always stayed away from, but like if I had the opportunity to draft him, it's McCaffrey. Like I don't know what to do with him. Like because I feel like the injury, but he's also in San Fran
year
now.
2 in this offense. Think about what he did last year in that offense. Year 1, halfway through the year, just kind of getting thrown into it.
I think I just get scared of his injury history. Yeah. I think that's like the reason why I just stay away from him. And I feel like the game has changed now where like you need to just get a receiver right off the board. Like you have to get a number 1 receiver. Yeah. A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Jamar, like Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra. Like there's so many like, good receivers out there that you just can't wait for. I feel like a lot of earlier – like running backs first was huge because like you couldn't find any other running back anywhere. But like now the game has changed where receivers aren't getting hit as much. They're trying to protect them, so they're going to put up points.
Yeah, and I just want to throw this one out there. A lot of people, if you're looking for a 3rd or 4th wide receiver and you got a bunch of people in your league, Michael Gallup. The dude was coming. He was playing injured all last year. No, hear me out. This will make sense. Think about last year.
Round like 10?
Late pick.
Like late
You forget to take wide receivers.
Okay.
Michael Gallup is a guy you should look at just because last year his production was still like decent for what was expected of him, but he was playing through injuries the whole year. Like he probably shouldn't have even come back.
He's like the Sterling Shepard of the Cowboys.
Yes, except now he's been given a whole offseason where he can just recover. He wasn't getting surgeries. He wasn't having to like monitor injuries, and he showed what he can do in the red zone. He's going to be a red zone threat all year. If he can stay healthy, not have an injury, the dude could score a touchdown every game.
Do you like Brandon Cooks this year?
Yeah. No, I think what the moves that we've made, I would like for one big one to be made still on our O-line, but that's okay. I think they've been good. I'm excited for Saquon to join the team in the coming weeks. Yeah, this should be a good year.
I don't know why, Muller, but I really want him to go to the Cowboys. I love Tony Pollard, but I think Saquon on America's team is just a sight to see. Like, I don't know why. I just feel like he fits as a Dallas Cowboy. It just looks right. There's got to be some Photoshops. I know there is, but he just looks right. Like, I can picture it in my head. And, like, you can't tell me he doesn't look like a Dallas Cowboy. Like, and I sound like Skip Bayless right now, but, like, it's the truth. And then the interview – okay, so the interview that he did on whatever podcast, he was wearing, like, a black and yellow shirt, like a striped shirt, and then they immediately started putting him in Steelers jerseys. And it did not look right.
No.
It looked off.
I got to find this picture. Someone photoshopped him into a Cowboys jersey and, like, a whole uniform, and my God, did he look good. He looked like he might run for 10,000 yards in the first 3 games of the season. Like,
I'm just picturing it.
Dak won't even have to play. We'll just direct snap it to Saquon. Like, it was crazy how good he looked. And it was next to Micah, too. They looked great. They looked
Penn
really
State
good.
reunion.
They looked really good. Oh, that backfield would be so good. You got Tony Pollard and Saquon. I'm sorry, but we might beat the Jets by like 50 that game. I'm just thinking about all the times we're going to run through your line.
That never really happened. We play the Giants every year, and we always shut down Saquon.
Yeah, but
and I'm not even
but now you're
here.
Yeah, we shut him down.
But now he'd be a Cowboy.
Yeah, with that line, it's a different story. I mean, it's a good point.
I can't find it.
Well, what do you guys think of your top 10 list? Gassy, I like yours. It's definitely, I wouldn't say a stretch, but it's definitely interesting because there's a lot of dark horses there.
It's got some real big changes from last year to this year.
For sure.
It's always going to happen.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think we all can agree Josh Allen falling is reasonable.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. Like I think Goff is a wild card. I mean, Fields is another wild card, but like Deshaun, Dak, Tua, like that's
Deshaun.
Forget about Deshaun. Like he was top 3 maybe at a certain point.
No, that's a good list. I actually like that a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Deshaun Watson, if he can put a whole season together, the Browns could be. I think they could pull off getting a 1 seed in the AFC.
Oh yeah.
if they put it together,
I think they can win.
That team is built very well.
I think they can definitely win the division. Like I still think the Ravens. Like I don't think the Steelers are there. I don't think. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. The Bengals. The Bengals are winning. I'm sorry, but I think the Browns can easily take a wild card spot. The AFC. I mean, it's a powerhouse.
Yeah,
it's a powerhouse. That's why winning the division is so important because there are other teams that are just that good that could take a wild card spot. Yeah, I saw this.
Watch this video. Look how accurate he is, bro. That's a Super Bowl waiting to happen. That was crazy. I can't.
Browns fans have been through enough. They did get a playoff win with Baker. I will say that though.
As the Browns Twitter page, why would you post that?
Yeah, you're
like,
just
are you trolling?
You're just asking to get just
they had
shit
to be
on
trolling.
right away.
They had to be trolling.
Maybe they were. Maybe they were not. I don't know. But I like the list, Muller. I like your list too.
I like your list. I like your list too.
Are
you gonna say it back?
I got no hate. I got no hate. Now we have to keep this, and then at the end of the year, we got to see. Yeah, I just like everyone's list. We got to see who was the more correct, player, correct owner. So we're gonna keep this. Okay. Muller, you're gonna have to write your top 10 here, or if you have it on your laptop, you're good.
Yeah, I'll write it, or I'll do it.
So now what?
Oh no.
50 minutes
50 minutes. Look,
right.
We did talk a lot of soccer. People are going to hate that.
No, that was good. I mean,
we said Messi a bunch, so they'll be like, oh, Messi.
You know, the algorithm is going to favor Messi.
Mbappe.
And Mbappe. So, again, next week, same time, we're recording. It's drop Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's just Sunday.
You know what? Just
keep looking out. Keep watching us on YouTube. It's a go-to. Instagram, keep liking our stuff. Expect the golf video soon.
If you've listened this far and you're still listening, just know that we're doing a Jalen Hurts jersey giveaway or something. Maybe. We don't really know what we're going to do. We're going to do a giveaway of some sorts once we hit 500 followers on Instagram. So follow us or subscribe to the YouTube. Either way, you might get something. Maybe a Jalen Hurts jersey.
There you go.
No pressure.
No pressure, but
do your part.
Do your part. It's time to go.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
See you guys.
Bye.